Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Smokers Connection. My name is Tim, or you can call me T, and this will be the finalization of the AJ Fernandez pack that I have been doing previously, and this is the last cigar I will be presenting from that pack. The AJ Fernandez last call. Yeah, like last call, as if when you're at the bar and you just want to just keep hanging out. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Last call. I'm surprised no one hasn't named a cigar last call already besides AJ Fernandez. Being that smoking and bars and all that stuff kind of goes together, I'm surprised no one's taken this name yet. So good on you, AJ. That's pretty awesome. The last call is a Petite Robusto. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Rosado. The bander is Nicaraguan, and the filler is also Nicaraguan. On this particular presentation, I'm not going to be pairing this petite cigar with other spirits because I really didn't see a point. Maybe I'll do this on another episode, but at this point, I just wanted to sample this cigar because I've heard great things about it, and just go from there. So there will not be any other interferences of taste notes. So to start, let's get an initial smell of this stick. With it being so windy out, I don't know. I may not necessarily be able to get all of the. I can smell a little sweetness, a little cedar, but since it's so windy, it's probably affecting my my smell. It's probably affecting my smell since it's so windy. But that shouldn't make a difference when I light the stick and enjoy this cigar. So let's get to the good part. I'm gonna prep this cigar so I can do a cold draw and see what I taste. Cold draw, see how easy the draw is? Very excellent. Very easy to draw from. It's not packed super tight. As far as right now, the draw is good. But we're gonna see once I light it. So let's get a cold draw so I can see what I can taste. Wow, sweetness, kind of sweetness to the point that's like raisins almost. Raisins and cedar. I'm excited about this. So let's get to the fun part. Let's go ahead and toast this bad boy. Now officially in my first third of the AJ Fernandez last call, I am getting cedar. That's one of the first things I'm getting right now. Cedar and a little sweetness. But the sweetness, I can't really pinpoint it at this point. Kind of sweetness, but of like a light vanilla. That's what I'm getting. Cedar, a light vanilla sweetness. And it's really earthy. And when I say earth, I don't mean like as in soil or dirt. More like a fresh cut hay. Yeah, fresh cut hay. This is what I'm getting in my first third. Still in my first third, the draw has been consistent. It hasn't changed. The burn has been consistent so far, but we'll see once we get into the second and final third. But it's been consistent. I have not had to relight this yet. There's been other cigars where even in the first third, I've had to relight the cigars, and that's completely disappointing to me. But at this point, I'm not disappointed. Still in the first third. Now the notes are slightly changing. Now that I'm getting into this first third, I'm getting it's a little woodsy now. Woodsy, oak. Yeah, this is what I'm tasting. So it's interesting. This first third is very interesting. Getting a little hints of pepper. It's just a small amount of little pepper in the back of my throat, but still very pleasant. They say that this is a medium to full cigar. At this point, I would give it even though it's a Petite Robusto, I would give it full right now. So it's got a nice little punch to it. I appreciate you guys spending the time coming to visit me at the Smokers Connection. I hope you guys have an amazing day because I am. Anytime I'm smoking a cigar or have time to spend with you guys, it's a pleasant day for me. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day as well. Looking at the structure of this, the last call, it's put together pretty well. I can't complain. It's coming unraveled a little bit at the end, but that's nothing unusual. But it's put together well. The filler in the bander is packed pretty good, but not so tight that it doesn't. The draw is restricted. So the draw is pretty awesome right now. Very easy. So if you're at the point, it's at the end of the day or something, and you're not wanting to smoke one of those big burrowed cigars it's going to take all night, this is a nice little nightcap that you can smoke really quick before you go to bed, or whatever it is that you're going to do before the end of the night. But I can't judge because some people start their day at the end of the night. I just happen to do most of my work during the day, and I sleep at night like a normal person. So if you're a night owl, I don't know. You may have to smoke this in the morning when you get off your shift. I said shift. But if you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, you can smoke anytime you want, right? That's the point of being a boss. Yeah. Now approaching the second third of the last call, the pepper's starting to pick up. I can feel it in my nasal passage, but it doesn't sting, but it's a pleasant black pepper, especially when I exhale through my nose. I'm enjoying this. Now the notes have changed just a little bit. The vanilla has picked up, the sweetness in the vanilla has picked up. Now, however, I'm actually getting like a almond or walnut taste. A light almond walnut taste, but the cedar has definitely left the building. No more cedar. Almond, walnut, and I'm starting to get hints of, since the cedar left, I think it's leather that may be coming in. I think that's what I'm tasting on my palate. So far, AJ, all of your cigars that I've tried in that sample pack has been on point. On point. I would say perfect. This would actually be a great cigar to have when you don't have that much time, but you still is like, oh, I want to smoke, I want to stick real quick, but I don't have that much time. This last call would be perfect for that. Interesting note, it is said that during football games, AJ would pass these out to friends at his facilities when they would come down to visit his plants and things. Usually any football game, let's say soccer for Americans, but probably since it's in Nicaragua, it's football, okay? He would pass these out in the fourth quarter to his guest. So hopefully I could be a guest at one of AJ's facilities so I can partake in the fourth quarter football game and see what else he's gonna be passing out, because that sounds like that's a party I would love to be at. Now that I am officially approaching my final third of the AJ Fernandez last call, let's go ahead and take the wrapper off. This is a very attractive wrapper, actually, just red and gold, and it's simple, but it's beautiful. So let's go ahead and take that off. Let me check the inside first, because I know that usually when AJ would have wrappers on his cigars, he would have his own signature inside, but there's no signature on this one. Nope, no signature, but it's okay, because I'm still enjoying this cigar. Now to my final third. The taste notes I'm getting, it's earthy, it's woodsy, it's oak, and it makes me feel like I'm just frolicking through the forest. Yeah, but it's pleasant, it's mild, it is very balanced. But when I say mild, even though initially I said they considered it a full, I think it's more of a closer to a mild for me. So, but it's still enjoyable. So enjoyable that I noticed that a lot of the rankings for this cigar was really high. I've seen it from 92 to 93. All of the critics couldn't be wrong. And in my opinion, it's definitely a 93 to 95 in my opinion. So in this final third, the leather is picking up. The natural wood oak is still consistent, but the leather taste is more prominent now. It's pleasant. I like it. Now that the pepper is backed off a little bit, I think it was more of a spice in the pepper within the second third. So now that the cigar is coming to its end, it's balanced out. A little leather, a little oak, almond, more natural taste. So guys, I want to thank you again for spending the time with me as I gave you my experience of the AJ Fernandez last call and the final of my sample of the AJ Fernandez pack. My next sample will be with another company. I haven't chosen what that company is going to be, but I want to get something really exciting. And I hope it's exciting for you guys and you try those and leave your opinions in the comment. So, from the Smokers Connection, I thank you. I thank you very much. Comment, like, subscribe, and you've met your connection.